Diary entry 19. It's a glorious morning down here in Dorset, and you join me as I'm about to reach the top of Mount Upway. That's 1,600 steps I've done so far, but there's plenty more to go. I take a moment whilst I'm at the top of the hill just to appreciate the view, and then before I know it, I'm heading back in the direction I came. I take a well earned rest at the point of no return, but it's not long before I'm up on my feet and I'm reaching marker point 1. Here we go, double ush, and then I head on my way in that direction. I reached the forever and ever forever path, but we ain't going that way. We're going this way, over the bridge. When I see this public footpath sign, it fills me with great confidence that I'm not in the wrong place. I finally reached my start point, Lorton Meadows. I've heard some really good things about this place, so let's go. First, I have to navigate this gate. It's designed to keep cattle out, but I make it into the field, and immediately I get soaking wet feet. I am wearing the wrong footwear for today. But do I turn round? No, I just spin in a field, then carry on my merry way. I navigate a further gate, and I can't believe the beauty that I'm surrounded by. I was told good things about this place, and it's turning out to be rather true. I'm beginning to wish I came here during the summer. It's a little bit slippery underfoot due to the mud, but I'm not letting it hold me back. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Being surrounded by the trees and the smells is very uplifting, and it feels absolutely natural to be here in this environment. There I was thinking Weymouths was just beach and cliffs. I was wrong. I come across several piles of logs. I can only imagine that the locals are getting ready for their annual Burn a Witch event. I'm only joking. I don't know what they're doing with these logs. These gates are bloody everywhere, but I smoothly navigate through this one. It is a bit slippery underfoot. I'm lucky I didn't go arse over tit. Shortly after that, I came across this little bridge made of 2 planks. I was a bit apprehensive about going over it because they looked slippery, but I was wrong. It was fine. Cool, this is turning into an obstacle course. Now I've got stairs to climb up. There's me halfway up. As I reached the top, I'm then greeted with a whole set of stairs to go down. Due to an injury to my right knee, I do have issues with stairs, and I've fallen down enough from because of it. But I overcome my anxiety, and I gracefully make my way down these steps now. Doesn't take too long, and I reach the bottom. Possibly because I'm in the realms of nature, I feel calm and relaxed. I'll take this opportunity to ask you to like my videos and to subscribe to my channel. And please, feel free to leave some comments. I do like to have a catch up with my subscribers. Now, I'm reaching the end of my footpath, and I have a decision to make. Do I go right, go towards the bus stop and head home? Or do I go left to the footpath unknown? Of course I go left. I've got an adventurous spirit. I want to know what's down here. The footpath is nice and gravelly, but occasionally you come across a bit that's muddy and slippery. But I make my way around it. Plus, there's this very sweet smell in the air. I'd love to know what it is. I don't know if it's flowers or maybe wild garlic. If anyone knows, please fill me in. I eventually make it to the end of the footpath, where I reach this fence and I see a sign that says take care of the animals, so it makes me wonder if there's cows, horses or even a bull in the field. So before proceeding into the field, with great intensity I look to see if I can see any animals. I don't. I'd hate to be chased by a bull. This field's going uphill. I take a moment to catch my breath. Here I am on Google Maps. I'm that little blue dot. After a moment or two of catching my breath, I proceed up to the next fence. I was in for a massive shock. Beyond the fence, the hill turned into a steep incline. The path was muddy and slippery, but I went for it. I wasn't going to let it hold me back. Here I am stopping for about the 5th time. I'm sure I died twice, maybe even 3 times on this hill. After a lot of heavy breathing and a lot of sweat, I eventually made it to the top. You won't believe what I saw when I reached the top. It's as if a higher being was listening to my prayers. I couldn't believe it. I was in total shock. It brought a right smile to my face. Everything went in slow-mo. Here it is. It's a bench. I promptly went over there and made good use of it. As I sat there minding my own business, I gave the thumbs up to the camera and carried on admiring the view. A local dog walker came along and we got chatting, and he told me that the locals have happily named that bit of hill Heart Attack Hill. I thought to myself, no shit Sherlock. I said cheerio to the dog walker and carried on my way. The footpath brought me out to a local estate, which is where my doctor's is also located, which means I am by the Littlemore shops, which is dead handy because I need to go to the chemist to pick up my repeat prescription. My chemist is the busiest chemist in the whole of the Dorset area, and I really feel for them. They're always so busy in there. Anyway, after I've picked up my drugs, I head home and I have a quick look at the watch. My gosh, I've done over 10,000 steps this morning already. Time for a quick wash up and some breakfast. Ush. Once I'd eaten, I headed back out, jumped on a bus and made my way down to Weymouth. When I jumped off the bus, this is the view I was greeted with. I walked along to the clock tower and then took a left and made my way to Weymouth train station, where I proceeded to collect the tickets that I had bought for a little trip down to London. It didn't take long, and before I knew it, I was heading back home with an extra 2,500 steps under my belt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely exhausted today. Just under 13,000 steps, well earned. And at points, that heart attack hill was no joke. It was steep like that. I got halfway up it at one point and I come across a herd of cows. I grabbed my phone to start videoing them. I was going like that for about 5 minutes. There's no footage whatsoever. I must have not pressed the button correctly. Plonker. Anyway, you've reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching all the way through. And until the next one, be safe, keep well. Bye for now.